Okay, we're behind the scenes at Mannafest 2012 with Mannatech founder Sam Castor. And Sam, before we get into some of the exciting events at this convention here this year, I wanted to take a moment to reflect. I would think at an event like this, or maybe shortly after, you kind of have a chance to reflect at just the growth of the company and all the things that have happened since you founded the company in 1993.
Well, thanks, Todd. That's a loaded question. All the things that have happened since '93. Well, listen, in '93 we came into existence because we had a passion for making a difference in the world. We knew that we had a very unique proposition to the world, which is the supplementation of real food ingredients into basically deficient diets all over the world. The supplement industry was dominated by synthetically made ingredients, and we just felt that there was a real need for real food-based nutrition. And you know, over the years we've developed one technology after the next, and we've gotten one patent after the next. And I think what's exciting about this particular event is this is the first time we've taken all of our core ingredients that we have over 65 patents around the world and put it into one product. One simple to use, affordable product for everyone. And so that's what we're excited about here. This is kind of the relaunch of our company around all that we've accumulated over 17 years.
Right, and you have had a number of great products for many different types of health issues and healthy living. And this year was the introduction of Nutraveris, the product that you spoke of that combines all of your technologies. And just talk a little bit more about that product and how it came to be.
Well, you know, our initial discovery, which really sort of put us on the map, if you will, was the discovery of a whole new class of nutrients called glyconutrients. And from that discovery, we created a product called Ambertose, which has probably been our leading selling product for the last, 16 years. We have patents on it. It represents about 50% of our sales. Then we developed the first real food sourced vitamin mineral product in the world and filed patents on that. Then we utilized some of those two technologies to create a product called Ambertose AO, an antioxidant product that took whole food, fat and water soluble antioxidants, combined them with glyconutrients to create a very unique antioxidant product. We had found that whole food compositions create the synergism that allows other nutrients to be absorbed and utilized appropriately. So we sort of took all of those unique discoveries and put them into one basic product called Nutraveris. And we're excited about that because that gives a consumer access to everything that we've done for 17 years in one easy-to-use product.
Right. Now, part of this celebration, Mannafest 2012, is to honor the associates that have done so well in your business and generated a very, very nice income for themselves. Talk about the business opportunity of Mannatech.
Well, first of all, our business model is called social entrepreneurship. And it's a little different than traditional business because it's really a purpose-driven business model. A social entrepreneur looks at a problem in the world, and in my case, that is global malnutrition. And you say, we can develop the technology base to best attack that problem. We can use cash flow from our for-profit business to create a donation base to the world's most vulnerable children, but it's got to be a product that meets a market demand in first world countries. And so as our associates are successful in sharing our story of real food nutrition with consumers all over the world, we link those purchases with a donation to the world's most vulnerable kids through our not-for-profit Manna Relief. So our associates go into the communities, share the story of real food nutrition, create new consumers, and get compensated extremely well for doing that, but at the same time be able to play a part in a world-changing movement that meets the needs of the world's most vulnerable kids. So it's a great combination of things to do.
It's a win-win for everyone.
It is.
And talk about a little bit more about the Manna Relief Program and the great work that you're doing overseas to provide nutrition for kids.
Well, malnutrition is the number one risk factor that children face in the world today. You can take all the natural disasters, all the wars, everything, put them all together. It doesn't come close to creating the devastation that comes through malnutrition. Malnutrition is linked to the death of half of all the children that die every year in the world. About 5 million kids a year under the age of 5 die of malnutrition. So, we've done a lot of things to attack the problem globally, but we look at it as an issue of hunger. And there's a difference between feeding a child and nourishing a child. So what we believe, and what a lot of relief organizations have come to the realization of, is that the best way to fight malnutrition is through nutritionally dense, ready-to-use food products. And that's what we do, I believe, better than anybody in the world, and that's what all of our patents are on. So when we send real food powders, to feeding programs all over the world, sometimes it's urban community poor, feeding programs. Mostly it's through orphanage organizations. They take the powder, they blend it into the food that they're feeding, and they turn whatever these kids have to eat into the most nourishing thing that they'll ever eat.
And a final question. We obviously help people with developmental disabilities to experience local culture and have a media voice. And one thing that impresses me about the Mannafest conference is that there are a number of people with disabilities attending here. Talk about how Mannatech really embraces everyone, both from a business opportunity and the products helping people with disabilities.
Well, it's a win-win situation, just like you said. It's actually win-win-win. First of all, the products provide very unique nutritional support to people that are health challenged in any way, shape, or form. There's a whole new movement in modern medicine called integrative health. The recognition that there's a place for medicine, but there's also a role for nutrition, and it's the combination of both that create best patient outcomes. And that's what we're seeing, a huge movement of integrative health. But from a business standpoint, listen, you can work this business from your home. You don't have to be physically able to do anything. You just have to have a passion in your heart and a desire to do something. So it is a great business for anyone to do from a home base. And so that's a great thing. But the other thing, and the last thing that makes it win-win-win, is not only do you get to share a story of hope and a story that basically brings value into people's lives through technology innovation, you get to be part of a world-changing organization. And you know what we find is that everybody fits into that category. Everybody has that desire somewhere in their heart to be a part of making a difference in the world. And that's what we provide everybody through the Mannatech opportunity.
Well, thank you, Sam, for everything that you do and providing a great conference this weekend.
Hey, Todd, it's good to see you again, as always. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.